This reading is amazing. So the first thing that's coming through to me is, if I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. Tell yourself it's easy and it's true. You can learn to do it too. You are a part of the new collective. Just letting you know, you might be feeling a little bit competitive as well, and you are absolutely shedding your old skin, your old face. You might even be having face rashes and skin issues at the moment, and I'm getting called to tell you that it's all going to work out in the end. Whoever this reading is for, you are musically inclined, possibly love music or love musicals, or music affects you really. And then all I'm getting right now is, let's start at the very beginning, because it's a very good place to start. Let's do this. What do I need to know about these people? Tell me about them. What an introduction. I love this. Okay. You're going to love your job. You are going to love your job in the future. You're going to love your life. You're going to love your life. I'm feeling that already. Okay. What is coming out here? Your life is in Spirit's hands. Oh, your life is in Spirit's hands. This is destined. Something is destined for you. Destined love coming through. Okay, we're getting a little bit interesting here. The heart has slightly, you're learning that the heart costs you a lot sometimes. Maybe you're a little bit of a lover person, you're a little bit of a lover girly, a little bit of a lover person, but you're learning to not let love distract you, and you're learning to find the other parts of love. What is this? This is so random. I love how that's just the first thing that comes out. Okay. What else have we got here? This is not going the way that I thought it was going to go. Okay. At the same time, it kind of is, because the trial that I'm seeing is about you unlocking the way forward. It's unlocking the way forward. Again, this, if I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. You feel like, oh my God, do I have the potential for this? The answer is yes, you do, if you put in the effort. But I think that what this whole story is about is the fact that you are destined to have the energy, have the opportunity to see this all the way through to the end. And you're going to be getting a key soon, a key that unlocks something. And you have worked very, very hard to find this key. Very, very hard. It's like I'm seeing you also awaiting something. You're like, waiting for something to come to you. You're waiting for money. You're waiting for something to build up. You're waiting for maybe more followers. You're waiting for more. You're waiting for more. This is crazy. There is something about, you have always wanted to feel honored by the universe. You've always wanted to feel honored. You've wanted to feel like your dreams are possible in coming true. And this is about your dreams are finally blossoming. In the Titania deck, she talks about how this is, her best friend sees this as the tree of blossoming, right? When somebody has something in their life that is going to turn into something just beautiful and grand. And this coming out tells me that it is new business, a new position, you know, a new cycle. Maybe you're going into motherhood. Maybe you're going into new love. But this is honor to you. This is big honor to you. You're finally getting a wish. But the key, I want to know a little bit about the build up of this, right? Because I feel like you're nervous about if whatever you're doing is going to build to the level that it's going to be able to sustain you. Oh my God. Closed door. Why would they bring that out as the answer? Spiritual teacher, discover. Oh, you've ended your way of doing things. Okay, that makes sense. You've ended the previous way that you were doing things. You have moved into a new way of doing things by listening to spirit, listening within, listening to advice, maybe trying to see the world from a different perspective so then you could understand further where you were supposed to be going, right? Oh, again, discover, yeah. So then you could discover more. Discover, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be manifesting? What am I supposed to be? Because I feel like you were stuck in a cycle for a really long time, a loop. And the loop became exhausting, and the loop ended up having no money, and the loop ended up spinning out of into existence. I don't even know, the loop, right? And so instead of just continuing down the same cycle that stopped working eventually, maybe it worked at the beginning, but this cycle that stopped working, you were like, okay, I need to let this go. I need to fully close the door on this. I need to completely let it go. And I need to find something more. I need to find something else for myself. And that's why you've entered into this cycle. That's why you've entered into this place. That's why you decided to discover more. Manifesting. Playfulness. You're manifesting on playfulness. You're manifesting on finally having the life of your dreams. And I don't see this as being some grand, whoa, it's time. I feel like there's something here. The last reading I did, something came through at the very end, and it was all about, you know, generational curses or whatever it might be. But I feel like what this is somebody that's going from like a 9-to-5 frame set of working a 9-to-5 in some sort of, I don't know, boring job, right? Where it's like cleaning, or it's, I don't know, anything that's kind of 9-to-5 in an office, 9-to-5 doing something. You have moved, that this collective has moved away from this, from the 9-to-5. Right? Instead, all of your energy is now going to be reserved for your dream. And I think that you're about to structure your life so that it can fit this dream, right? That's where I see the return of the 9-to-5. And I've been getting this a little bit for some of the clients that have been coming through to me, that they're ending this kind of 9-to-5. And that, but the 9-to-5 isn't really ending. It's just that you had to really come to a place where you understood what would be worth having a routine for it again. Again, it doesn't have to be a 9-to-5, just simply a routine for, yes, I'm going to post, do this, whatever it might be, 3 times a week. Yes, I'm going to take on 3 clients a week. Yes, we just figure out the routine, what's comfortable for us. I feel like you've gotten to a place where you finally found how to have your kind of dream career come in with it being comfortable. So therefore, it's going to work now because you're just going to slowly chip away at it. But that in itself is, you breaking the generational curse of people in your family that had to work a 9-to-5 in just whatever they could get their hands on. This is now somebody in your family using their energy, how do I put this? Think of it like if you were raised to pay rent to your parents at 16 and have a job, and maybe you've had a job since you were quite a young person because you need to pay rent and you need to survive and you need to pay for your own food, and like that's how it's always been for you. It has always been like that. Instead of being born, being supported, being able to find your dreams, and then spend quality time activating that dream into your reality and being able to pursue a 9-to-5 that you enjoy and that you feel very aligned with, right? And not having to pay rent and not having all this burden and all this stress. What you have done for yourself recently, this healing that I'm seeing, was you have healed that. You've healed the expectations that were put on you from childhood. You've kind of given yourself the other outcome now. You've given yourself the other outcome. Now you're about to step into that, or they're asking you to. They're asking you to find this and to step into it. It's about taking the time, supporting yourself. This is all about self-love. I'm seeing somebody that has loved themselves. I'm also seeing somebody that would say, I'm hot. You say that to yourself, you're like, I'm so hot. I'm so damn hot. Yeah. I didn't even need the cards. This is all just coming through to my brain. Sorry if I'm staring off into the distance like an absolute lunatic. Okay. Who should we use? I'm going to use the tarot. Let's have a look. Every time I do that, I've got my ukulele on the table. So you can kind of hear it going ding, 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 ding. Okay. Tower's coming out Tower's coming out upright, actually. So this is big changes. Big changes are coming here. You have matured. You have matured. This is the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is something about your maturity journey, you finally growing up and being a man, being a woman, whatever this is. You just feel like you're entering into that. Like, I've become a woman. You might even be saying that to yourself, or they're asking you to say this to yourself. Just say to you, like, I'm a woman now. I'm a woman. I'm a man. I can do this. I am ready for this. So the delay, this blocked creativity or this wait, because that's what I originally asked about, was tell me about the build. The build is going to genuinely happen all at once. You're not going to see it for a second. It's going to look like nothing. And then all of a sudden it's going to look like everything. That's what I'm seeing here. It's coming through as the Two of Cups. And then I cannot remember what this card is. I think it's actually the Ace of Cups, but it's reversed, right? Which is blocked creativity. Both of those being reversed. Yeah, this is you. This is so you. And you really are somebody that people could get very jealous of. I think that might be a part of like this competitive feeling that you're having. Deep down, you know that some people are jealous of you. And so you end up getting competitive about that, because I don't see you as being a jealous person. I don't see you as being like that, like whatsoever. But I feel as though you think that some people would be very jealous of you. And when you notice that, they're jealous of you, you get weird vibes. You're just like, oh, here we go again. Oh, another person jealous of me. Oh, great. Here we go. and you're trying to understand this, you're just like, am I mean for thinking this way? I don't know. The world coming out, okay? A cycle has ended. A cycle has ended in your life, but guess what's the very next card? A cycle has ended that was blocking you from moving forward into your dream life, because now is the time for your dreams to come true. Now is the time. And it has all been worth it. It's going to all be worth it. I'm seeing it's all going to be worth it. Again, the waiting, the having to redirect yourself, I feel like you've been, again, in training. Some of these people have been like training themselves, training yourself in order to become better at what you do. So all of this is stacked up over the years. This is now the perfect moment. You have to see that this is now the perfect moment. Okay, sorry. But it's text, it's communication, something's coming, right? Something's coming in. This is a letter. This is good, very good. This is, this is going to be highly specific, what I'm about to say. This is going to be very specific for some people. You've had to decide which financial aid you actually want to receive. I'm seeing this as, right, there's all of these different ways to make money, but you only want to make money in this way now. Only in this way. I've had to really think deeply about what I want, and what I want is to, unfortunately, let go of some of the financial things. And I think some of them might have stopped on their own, right? You might have had some kind of fail recently. You weren't able to hold up one end of the bargain in some way. So you let go. You're like, financial loss. I'm seeing financial loss. I let go. I move away. Oh, I already purchased my cards. What? What was I going to say? I've already purchased my cards. I've already pulled out cards for you. What am I saying? Okay. What else? Divine Masculine. Wow. Yeah, wow. The King of Wands coming out here. But also the Four of Cups, which is such an energy. It's very similar to like the Chariot. It asks you to move, get moving, to really put in this effort right now. There's something like you're not battling. There is no battle anymore. We're just going to strategically train, be in a specific place, get things done, be in a routine in order to get what I want. I don't have to battle through this. You don't have to battle through this. You don't need to be in competition. Why? Because I feel like you are full of power. You yourself are full of power. You're a witch. You're a wizard, dude. Okay, it doesn't matter. They don't have your story. They're not you. They're not going to have the same story as you. You're going to get your wealth, and your journey is going to happen for you in your way. What is about to happen for you? You're about to understand the difference between oorlog and word. Right, this life string of destiny that you're born here with, and your free will, and how your free will moves you through karmic cycles. what is about to happen for you, you're going to look up at the sky and go, I did not see that one coming, babes. Oh, I didn't see that coming. It's just everything is gonna happen. You're gonna feel like, what? In a couple of weeks' time, I feel like you're just gonna be looking at the world going, where am I? I did not expect to be here. Spirit, there is something coming, right? There is a knot that has been tied into your life string. It has been tied there since you were born, and you are destined for this moment to happen in your life, regardless of whatever you are going through, regardless of the timing, regardless of the this, regardless of the that. It was supposed to happen at this exact moment. It was going to happen. It was always meant to happen, and it's going to happen. Something is coming here. You are destined for something, and you will not be in control of it. You will not have control, but you have taken the risk, is what I'm seeing here, right? You have turned yourself into the fool. And the fool is not a fool, but that fool, somebody that takes the risk, that has taken a risk, that is journeying through their soul and starting new things based on what their own body is telling them. Spirit has been speaking through you recently, moving you in quiet ways that you have no idea where you're about to be shifted to, and your life is going to look so different. I wonder if you've ever had a moment. I've only really had one moment in my whole life where I did that, where I looked up at the sky and was like, are you kidding me? You're real. You're up there. There's something up there and it's real. This thing that's going to happen to you is going to be one of those moments. You are going to connect with spirit because of how profound this is. It's going to really emotionally affect you. It's going to emotionally affect you. This is such a good reading. Like, wow. What else do I do? Okay. I'm going to use the Sacred Earth. It's a new deck that I recently got. It's wonderful though. It's got some, it's interesting because I feel like it's for the new collective. A new deck, as I start I haven't really just started. I started like a few months ago here. But I'm just starting to read this new collective. So it's the cards for the new collective. Let's do this. What is going to come out for you, I wonder? Repetition. Oh yeah. Repetition. Does that not make sense? This is about following that routine. Not giving up. Having some sort of schedule for yourself within your own, within your own loves, your own wants. We get friction and we get fragments. We get magnetism. Okay, I'm just going to pause because, again, this is a new deck and I don't really know all of the meanings 100% yet. So I'm going to pause for 3 seconds. So I'm hearing here, it's a chance to do things differently. That's what comes through with the repetition. It's a chance for you to finally do things differently, perhaps secure a better outcome for yourself to work with, or finally break a cycle. You need to recognize the cycle that was in play. You have recognized it. It may be necessary, or it has been necessary, to walk away from something that was a bit too challenging for you. So friction and fragments. Friction. Answer an uncomfortable discussion with questions. Listen, gather information, be flexible, change your position due to a clear understanding. Don't be worn down by argument. Resist an attempt to erode your character. Let all truths reveal themselves. A past or hidden event influences a current situation as well. Trust issues due to secrecy or deception in the past, a childhood ordeal is brought into the light. Reflect on and draw your own meaning from it. Hold your broken self in a loving orbit until it is strong and beautiful once more. This is also about showing compassion and love to all the people that are around you. I feel like you're somebody that if you had a lot of people in your inbox, you'd be like, die. But it's because a lot of people need you. And if you were to think about that in a different way, like, people really genuinely need you because you are that loving person. I feel like you've had moments in the past. I'm just getting brought back to when I was living in Sydney, Australia. I was once waiting for a train to get a ticket, and the line was taking forever. I was like, what is happening right now? And the line was huge. I was like, okay, this is weird. And I just dipped my head around and had a look to see what was happening up at the ticket booth. And there was a little old Asian lady who was having a lot of trouble. And I just went, I'm going to go help this lady. So I went up there and I just went, what do you need? And I, put in her location, let her put her PIN in, got her ticket. You know what I did? I then looked at everyone behind me and I went, I'm getting my ticket next. Right? But there's something about, you would be the type of person to have the kind heart to help that person instead of sitting there like everybody else was with their arms crossed. Oh, they're taking forever. Well, then go and help. Do you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. So there is a very loving part in you. You get what I'm saying with that. Like, you are a loving person. There are parts of yourself you are yet to realize. Take your time getting to know yourself and to know other people. So magnetism, and that there's something about that. In order for me to read this collective, I've just been listening to your questions. As I'm scrolling the For You page, or there is a lot of people that have a lot of questions. And instead of responding as myself, I've started thinking about how I would respond if I was spirit, going back into that kind of answering the question from a third party perspective, not from your own narrative, being able to, again, see a different perspective, a higher perspective. You're learning to see a higher perspective. Magnetism, attraction of opposites, being involved in a situation against maybe better judgment, feeling somehow responsible for something that was out of your control. Generate a positively charged self-image through affirmative action. Interesting that that's coming through, because I do think that this collective is doing that. You are almost building love inside of you. You're building, this is how I see it in my mind. Everyone has flowers coming out of them, flowers out your butt, flowers out your everywhere. There's just flowers everywhere coming out of everyone. I'm like, wow, everyone's so happy. It reminds me of that meme of like Patrick Star with the rainbows behind him, and he's like, like everyone's just that's what you're trying to build inside of you, is like this giddy, happy, beautiful energy. And that is going to, yes, help you manifest, help you build, help you also align with that energy in itself. Like, you want to align with that type of energy, this happy energy, so you're bringing yourself into that energy yourself. Yeah, a petty annoyance builds, it becomes detrimental to your environment, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, duality is an illusion. There is another option. And you're seeing that. You're like, there is another option here. There is something that we weren't seeing that maybe we're starting to see now, that we're going to start moving towards. Wow. So for some people, like, the truth really has kicked you up the butt. The truth of the situation. And it felt like an invisible force that just came out and did its own thing. You can feel the blocks. You can feel when you're blocked by spirit. You can feel when it's the day to be working. You can feel this is somebody that's so in tune, so has such a great intuition, but that intuition is so connected almost to the sun itself, to the all. You want to strengthen your actions. You want to strengthen your actions. You want to be as good as other people. You want to have as much energy as other people. Again, this competitiveness. You might even be seeing people that are doing it better or doing more than you, and that kind of worries you. But you are shifting your actions. And I think that spirit is... I keep saying, I'm so sorry. I need to start learning to not do that. Spirit is teaching you, right? That's the best way to put this. Spirit is teaching you how to change yourself, how to stop being so mentally trapped, how to have routine, how to work every day on a specific project into fruition, right? I see, it coming through as like, I'm whipping you. I'm whipping you into shape, says Spirit. I'm going to whip you into shape. This is I find that this Sacred Earth Oracle, it is hard truths. And I think that's what this collective has kind of gone through. I've gone through the hard truths. I understand reality now. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to work on this. I'm not going to sit on my butt. I'm going to get something done. I am going to change. I do want it all to work for myself. I do want to grow up. I do want this. And that's what this deck, I find, is perfect for. That is what it's connecting to. What are the hard truths? So I can rediscover myself. Wow. Rediscovery. Alchemy. Oh, and I haven't read this card ever yet. Oh, it's a new card for me to read. Okay. So we'll start with rediscover. Withdrawal to the sense. Oh, withdrawal to the security of loved ones. Stumbling on triggering a memory. Stories told in safety. Creating space. A message from the past or the future. Your body remembers. Your body is remembering the past. This transformation that you're going through. Again, this is somebody that's growing into like a woman. You're growing into a woman. You're finally learning lessons that you didn't get taught in the past. And I think that once you have these lessons, you're going to feel accomplished. You're going to be like, oh, look at me. I'm a grown up. And I am an adult, and I can do things. So an inheritance, legacy, heirloom, but I think that it is, or it was, some sort of generational curse, right? Something that you're shifting within the family narrative. You inherited also somebody's way of doing things. Maybe somebody in your family also tried to go down this path, but they weren't 100% successful, or they still used other people and other sources to get their money. They still didn't get it for themselves. You are going to get it for yourself. You are going to change this. Be gentle with who you were and strong about who you're going to become. That's such a beautiful card. Wow. Okay, and the alchemy, we have to see, what is the alchemy all about? It is up to you to acknowledge an obstacle as impermanent, regardless of who is to blame. It is your responsibility to defy a false limitation. If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. Tell yourself it's easy, and I promise it's true. You can learn to do it too. Okay. Beautiful. A quirk. Me. A quirk or idiosyncrasy is a strength. Bring it out, own it. Individuality is a precious gem. It is. Throw your woes into the smeltering pot and craft them into powerful tools. Again, this is your niche. You are different. You are not the same as them. Get moving. Why aren't you doing it? Change. Grow. Fight. Fight. Fight to have your life and your dreams finally come true. Fight. But don't fight. I said don't battle before. So don't pick your battles wisely, but also fight. Hold on. Because that's going to be something very particular. Hold on. That's going to be so specific. So it's don't. Hold on, I'm going to pause you. I think the word that I'm missing there was others, right? Don't battle others. Or don't. If there's something about don't battle. Don't battle specific things. Fight for your dream. Fight for you. So it is fight, but it's also don't battle. Don't battle something. Don't use your fighting energy for specific things. Don't battle another person's fight. Don't battle with somebody else. Don't battle with somebody. Fight for your dream to come true. Use the fight in you to get things done. I'm still not comprehending that, and I think that's because it's a lesson that maybe I have to learn still. You know, I'm only going to be able to figure that one out once I learn it myself. I don't really understand that. Maybe you can. Have a look at it. Okay, I'm going to go. Thanks. Bye.